They played it at the SCG Invitational. I actually don't know what their particular record was, but it makes quite a few changes I like. For example, it cuts treasure maps entirely from the main. There's a couple on the sideboard. Still not sold on these free spell pierces, but without the treasure maps, maybe they'll be a little bit better because maybe we'll be able to cast these things a little quicker. But it replaces them with, like, I think 4 charter cores, which is kind of cool. Scares me to death that it plays 21 lands, but other than that, good to go. Good to go. Well, maybe not good to go, but we going. I guess we keep this. It's good versus some decks, that's god awful versus some decks, but don't really want a mulligan. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play that too. In case they have Father Erasure. Ah, I just don't have anything. Kept the owed 1 land, or they skipped their phase, one of the two. Have no idea which. Binding Madrig. Guess we keep that. Well, anyway, these shocks are not what we want versus them. They left on top again, which means it's almost guaranteed a land, but I don't really care if they kill this. They're going to beat us with... They have counter spells, so getting this down seems okay. I don't care about that. Don't care about that at all. Care about Eldest Reborn. This opponent just doesn't have things. Guess I don't want that. Doesn't Niv Mizzet, so we just want lands. If it resolves, I'm going to discard the Niv Mizzet now because we don't need it. We did things. We need sideboard versus them. They're control-y, so like those seem decent, these seem decent, this seems decent. Maybe even these? kinda want the shocks, but I probably don't need them. But I'm absolutely terrified of Thief of Sanity. Like, we've been losing this deck pretty hard to Thief. Other than that, I have no earthly idea what to sideboard out. I want beacons because they can kill Nico and or Doom Whisper if they have it. I'll lose 4 cards. I choose you, Rao. I don't know which one of those is better. I assume Discovery is better in this deck, but not actually sure. I probably should have kept on both and just got rid of an opt. But kind of wanted my 1-mana cantrips because there's only 21 lands. There's 22, I'd have definitely got rid of an opt. This is pretty easy keep. They shocked for that, so that means they definitely either have a syncopate or a negate. I guess we'll leave that on top of the library too. I think we're gonna leave that. And I guess I'm gonna discard Helm then because of that. Leave that on top of the library. A2 life. Bulk smash. So let's look at the gameplay controls real quick. Full control, hold full control, shift and control. Shift control. Alright, well we can go ahead and use this now. Auto tap my mana? So I can't see how many cards I have in my library from here? How do I know whether I want to ditch this or not? I guess I'll just ditch it just in case. And then it didn't give me control to use my treasure map, but it's okay because we got a card we wanted. 5. Alright. Guess I'll go ahead and put that one on the bottom. This is kind of a bit frustrating. What happened to us having this full control that I just pressed? Like, why did that go away? Does it just last to the end of the turn? Yes to the library. Yes to flip. So we'll start with this. I'll take that. Ooh. That's neat. Alright, well, I'm going to try to figure out how to get into this again. Bottom. Okay. My turn. It went away. What the hell? Do you know how tilting that is? Let's just try this one then. See what happens. Did we miss a search Rascant activation too? Yeah, it's pissing me off. That's super pissing me off. Hey, Freedmania, what's up? Not a lot, just not understanding arena controls. Could have probably let that resolve. We got all these dive downs. I wasn't thinking. Like, Eldritch Reborn is the only card that I care about in their entire deck, so it's probably just really stupid of me to do what I just did. I choose you, target. Oh wow, you lost your winning in? That is sucky. That would be pretty sad. Why did it tap that? It's my fault. I can't complain about that, but it's still my fault. Were you at the Grand Prix, or do you mean an RPTQ? So I'll just tap my mana from now on when I have these weird sources out, and maybe it won't confuse the game so much. Those 40 players at your RPTQ, that's not very many players. What'd you play? What'd you lose to? Drakeless on the, or sorry, Phoenixless on the board. Yay, gold. Apparently we get credit for the black spells when we cast discoveries. I didn't know that. That's kind of cute. Oh man, that's rough. That is so rough. That'd be salty. But guess I'm paying the 2 life. This is a very rough match. Oh, might be less of a rough match. It's just Smurfolk. I mean, it's one of the ways to beat decks like this is to go under them real easy. So, like, it's probably still a rough match, but certainly less of a rough match than Curious Obsession deck. We actually have some reasonable sideboard cards. Ooh, that's a good one. So we'll start with this. We don't want you. We'll second with you. We'll third with you. Guess we'll keep the removal spell just in case they have Q-Mana next turn. No, if they have Q-Mana next turn, I'm going to lose anyway. Especially if they have Q-Mana and a 1-mana Merfolk. Yeah, going to lose anyway. They have to try to do some kind of weird race now. That's not going to be easy. Box of guilds and an invite to the next RPTQ that you're already qualified for. I didn't even know there was another RPTQ. I thought they were done after that. Thought they were done. Ooh, the sleep is going to win the game. We have to draw Spell Pierce now. Well, I have to have a Spell Pierce, and if this is a land, the Spell Pierce isn't even any good. Just killing 3 creatures doesn't get me anywhere, really. I kill these 3, and then I still just die on board pretty hard. None of those do anything. None of those do anything. So we're taking 8 here. I don't think we have a draw that can even get us another turn. Oh yeah, there's the London. For some reason, wait. Yeah, this one was for Cleveland and the next one's for London. I was just being confused. That doesn't help. This doesn't help. Alright, none of that stuff helps. So, what do we want? We want you. I think we want these things even. I think we want this. Probably shave some spell pierces. And some dive downs. I don't know if I should shave this. Really? It doesn't say RPTQ on it anymore? Seems like a weird place to cut dollar bills from. Why would it not say RPTQ? That's just silly. Does the playmat at least? We'll play first. Probably shouldn't have got rid of Spell Pierce because that enchantment's one of the hardest things for us to beat, but guess I have to keep that. I'm not shocking this turn, so. I guess that'll go to the graveyard. Ooh! I felt lucky. 1-4. Go. I won for you. I kinda want this too. I feel like I need that as well. No blossoming me with defense is real fun. Sure. Oh well, that's a rough one. Still think we have to kill that one. Graveyard. This gives us a card. Guess I'm gonna attack because they've already showed us cards like Sleep. Yeah, that's what I'm playing today. I'm playing the Jessup build. Guess we want to keep that too, because it does a ridiculous amount of work. think I care about racing anymore. Let's look up this playmat. Oh, that playmat looks sweet. I wouldn't mind to own that. It's a really nice looking playmat. I wonder what opponent has to not be dead. The answer is nothing. Opponent is dead. I guess they're just hoping we don't have anything. I'll just cast something at random. He could be a bird and put Murmuring Mystic in his sideboard. Do I ever have enough time to get to Star Extinction? I don't know if I ever have time to get to Star, so... I'm going to put a couple of this card in because of sleep and because of the deep water thingy. I forget what it's called. I think it's deep water something. Maybe deep water roots. And Mystic's pretty good. I found it better than Fiery Cannonade versus most of the aggro decks in the format. Though we are playing a deck that Fiery Cannonade's just like clearly better in. Or sorry, playing a matchup that Cannonade's clearly better in, though. I don't think you put Cannonade in your deck thinking about Merfolk. I guess I'm going to keep this. We have 2 interactive spells. I think that's enough to keep it. Yep, we've got the Raptors. Alright, well we're going to have to get some lands or we're going to lose. Preferably blue. Would love to find a blue mana before he gets the deep root down. If this was the best play he had last turn, that means almost everything in his hand's a spell and or a 3-drop. Nope. There really isn't. Alright, well we're just not going to hit our lands at all. And one of the reasons I hate playing 21 land decks. It's going to be hard for me to get behind this deck with it just having 21 lands. Please, island? Still no island. Guess we'll just pass. Hey, we got a land. I think I have to take this damage because if he has Q mana, it's just too powerful. You can draw cannonades now, though. I'm a big black green fan. I also like the Izzet Drakes in general, or the Izzet, yeah, just Izzet Drakes, or Izzet Phoenix in general. It's weird. They didn't cast anything after all of that? I don't win with it a whole lot, but I know Misplaced Ginger said he didn't like the black green match very much. I guess I'm gonna save it. I don't know if I'm supposed to save that. Kind of feels like I'm not supposed to. But my life total is like starting to scare me a bit. My life total is starting to scare me a lot a bit, to be honest. Guess if they can never cast sleep, we're okay. And it's looking like they're just never allowed to cast sleep ever. I think I'd rather kill one of these here. For the simple fact, if they have sleep, I don't want to just die in 2 attacks. Well, a lot of cards let us win the game now. That's a good one. These raptor hatchlings were insane, though. So I can cast Niv Mizzet, or I can just play Drake and look for spells. I think I'm just gonna cast Niv Mizzet. If they have sleep, the Niv Mizzet lets me kill one of these and stay alive. If they don't have sleep, clearly we're not even close to losing. I keep hovering my cards so they have something. So they have sleep. And we'll shoot that. And we're gonna have to get lucky. Any spell wins, there's a spell. We did it! What did we win? Thunder? Thunderherd Migration, baby. Alright, well, we got our money back. If we get one more win, we get to open a pack too, and we get to see this sweet vault progress go up. That's fair. The Drake definitely drew a card. They're definitely a favorite to win. I just didn't quite realize that we had it locked. I'm not smart. Even though I'm the best MTGO arena player, I'm going to take that MTGO out of there. It's just going to be best arena player. MTG arena player, how about that? Yeah, alright, we'll mulligan this hand. Gotta love these 21 lands. Alright, we'll keep this one. No! I probably still play more Magic Online than I do Arena, it's just... I was feeling... I like to do a couple Arena streams a week. Alright, this match I feel like should be horrible, but like clearly they don't think it's horrible, because I feel like there's no way they play this deck if they think this is a bad match. I don't understand how I'm supposed to win this match though. Like from the outside looking in as a black-green player, I do not understand how this match is winnable. It does, except they generally have like a cast down or something to turn you play to Drake. You put a dive down on it, and then they untap and kill you with, or they untap and kill it with like a Chupacabra or something. I guess I should have killed this.
Come to me.
That's my play mistake. I will pay to and cast this. To be honest, I kind of thought if they played the Vivian that they would have just killed the Search, but
Meet my newest friend.
no Choop. That's not a Choop. They don't even care about the bird. Or to have like a cast down or something. I have another Vivian. You just never win. Guess I'll leave that on the library. Womp womp. I failed.
You'll have to do better than that.
I have so many cards still.
You can't stop nature.
Feels to me like no card in our deck does anything. I've had enough. I'm tapping out. I don't understand this deck a whole lot, but in like the Phoenix deck, I sideboard out the Niv Mizzets, but if I sideboard out Niv Mizzets here, how do I ever win? I definitely want this, I definitely want these. I probably want these. Jerry Thompson posted an article the other day with a similar build to this, and not this exact 75, but a similar build. Pretty close to this deck though, and the type of cards he sideboarded out in the match were Spell Pierces, some Shocks, and the Niv Mizzets. I just feel like I never win if I take out the Niv Mizzets. And he brought in Rouse, and he had Sheevan Reefs and Starve Extinctions in his board. He didn't bring in any of his counter spells. Wonder if Raptor Hatchling is good enough. Typically I don't like Karn in anything that isn't like actively using the negative, but enough good players are using it lately, including Brad Nelson, that I may have to revisit that and try it again. I guess I'm just gonna keep this. Like, if Brad Nelson's wrong, I don't want to be right, and he played him at the Invitational. I hate 21 land decks. I guess I'll keep this. Feel like the Scry's close enough to a card. I think this hand's worse than our original 7, but the Scry I think has value. Bye, Beacon Boat. I guess I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Never gonna have mana to counterspell anything this entire game anyway. I'm putting a second. Oh, that's another card that this deck just doesn't beat. I'm just gonna go ahead and shock that so I can F6. I'm too defeated. I don't want to press done. Just let me be done. Womp womp. He doesn't even have to cast a thing. And we're dead. No outs. Give up. At least Beacon Boat can kill this. I doubt that he's going to play anything that does anything versus. I was right. I guess I'll get rid of this one since we can still cast it. Is he blocking or what's he attacking for? trying to find a cast down or something? That's weird. Maybe a land and a Death Gorge Scavenger? Whatever it was, they did one Surveil and then kept their card. Did one Surveil and kept their card again. That's kind of scary. I'm basically praying that they don't answer this and just think they can block it, and that the Rao can win the game, but like, it's just too easy for them to get a Vivian or a removal spell or something there. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Drake, but I don't think getting two things does anything either. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead anyway if they can kill the first Drake.
Would you like to see what's left of Sun? This is nothing.
I could just be wrong though, I don't know. With my attitude, I kind of gave up this match a long time ago. I don't think this is a winnable match. This is like the one match that makes me not understand why people play this deck. Like, none of our cards are good, and Eldest Reborn's so good for us. Nope, I've not played PPTQ since the one for the team RPTQs that I won. It's the last PTQ I played, or PPTQ I played. One's a strong word. The last one I chopped. So we definitely chopped. I didn't play and win. I was afraid and offered a split. Because I'm a coward. I won all my things. I'm gonna regret getting rid of that in a second when they cast Goblin Electromancer. Well, if they're playing Jeskai, I'm just gonna put it on the table then. It's less of a chance that he gets Lava Coiled. If he gets Lava Coiled, it's not the end of the world. Probably don't attack with it though. Because of Siloways. Keep drawing. None of my cards do anything versus Jeskai either. We don't have negates in the board either. No fears, Spell Pierce.
Sorry, I'm late. Let's skip to the good part.
Guess I don't care if it gets Silhouette now.
No more games.
pretty sure this game's close to over. Why? Why did they wait?
Too old for this.
We're still gonna lose. Still gonna lose badly.
You know what? I'm not done. I won't let you win.
They have a negate, I have a second lava coil. Which is why I'm casting it before the Drake or anything. In fact, I'll probably hold the Crackling Drake just in case they have a Cleansing Nova or something. Do I have a dive down? Am I going to die inside? Neat. Well, cards got cast, so this is a 3, that's a 2. That might have been greedy. Maybe I'm supposed to just cast Crackling Drake instead of looking for a Spell Piercer or a Dive Down. And if I am going to look for a Spell Piercer or a Dive Down, maybe I need to also cast Opt. Seems like I butchered that about as bad as one could, the whole way around. Something in my eye. I guess I'll keep that. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. Graveyard. So I want to attack before I do anything. In case they have like negates and expanses and stuff like that, I don't want them to be able to block my Crackling Drake. It's fine. They have a negate, they still get it. But we'll get to resolve a Crackling Drake and a Lava Coil then. Which is probably fine. Cast a Lava Coil first, that way they can't do the Expanse trick again. I actually take the time to play the land first too, just in case they have a Syncopate. So we get to flip Search, that's kind of cool. And we do definitely have a lot of Drakes right now. Just a tribute. I guess I'll leave that on the library. they tapped out, so let's see if we can hit a Spell Pierce. We did not. So 13, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can't kill them. I don't think our shot gets any better this game, and I'm not casting another Crackling Drake, so... So might as well get him down to shock range. Needed that Spell Pierce. We saw 31 cards, or maybe more. Be honest, I don't remember if we scribed with this opt or not. Yes, I know it's not technically scribe, but... Okay. Give him something to use a counterspell on, I guess. Means we'll get to resolve something next turn again. Goodbye, friends. Should probably just look and see if I can get a shock right. I don't know. Maybe not. I probably should have, since I'm tapping down to only search for Azcanta mana anyway.
I am not going to sit this one out.
But we can get our thing back. That's cool. Have to be getting pretty close to another shock. So Lava Coil's good. Oh, yeah, Lava Coil's good enough now. They only have 1 mana. You're good enough unless he's got the thing. They could have a dive down. It's not unrealistic. Yep. Time to find a shock. No shock. Still attacking. Wasn't even thinking about it, to be honest.
We need to move quickly.
At that point, I was thinking about seeing as many cards as I could just to find the spell. Because if we kept that, that's one less chance at finding the spell. But I'm probably wrong. Where'd the chat go? There it is. It did, but we didn't even have a spell to cast.
Hold that thought.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm just saying what was going through my head. I only use 2 ionizers, right? Yeah, that card's pretty good. I like how it says put the rest on the bottom in any order, and it won't let you pick the order. Like, picking that order is relevant. Maybe I can slide the cards or something. Anyway, we know roughly where the card is. The next shock. How many dive downs have we used? All of them. Alright, cool. We're coming up on the next Niv Mizzet too, right? I don't exactly know where it is in the deck because it doesn't let me order them. I probably could have deduced it anyway, but I don't know. We're getting to the point though I know where I probably shouldn't be using Ascanta because just getting Niv Mizzet is probably a win.
Hurry!
Okay. No spell pierce left in the deck, so no reason to look. Uh-oh. We used the back half of that, but I don't really care about Teferi anymore. I do care about this thing. I cast you. Do I win? This is better to use it during their turn. Just in case. Yay! They had to have some revitalizers or something not to be dead. We did it, fam. We did it. Just sit here and marvel over how how great your best arena player in my house is. I don't think my mom's downloaded Arena yet. So we're good with our hyperbole talk. Well, we're gonna want these. Probably gonna want these. Definitely don't want the shocks. Think I would rather have beacon boats than all the lava coils. He showed us some drakes though, so like some lava coils are gonna matter. Get rid of 2 more cards. Do I really want 4 things? I don't know if I want 4 things. I smell something weird in my house. Whatever someone's cooking in the other side of the house, it is stinkful. Oh god, it stinks. I don't know what to cut. I kinda wanna just cut an opt. I have no idea. I actually never smelled sushi. Have a refined palate. That's not a burrito, so. Cool. We can cast spells on turn 3. We're good. And turn 3 spells are the best spells. Don't you do it. Don't you tap mana. Yeah! Woo! we dodged a treasure map. No. Looking for something pretty specific, so. Just kind of looking for any counterspell I can find to try to stop Teferi from coming down. No, I want to tap this and this. Want want. I think I'm still supposed to bluff. He didn't care last game though, so there's a good chance he won't care this game. Cancel because I think it was tapping the wrong mana again. Does not like to tap your it does not like to tap your Dragon Skull Summit. Okay. You got it. Now they know I don't have a counterspell, correct? You know what card I miss? I miss a braid. Just looking for lands now. Looking for lands in all the wrong places. Oh, they really get rid of a... Oh no, I guess not. They didn't put them in the right order, which was weird. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. It's probably that, though. Fate! There'll be a land. I can feel it. There wasn't a land. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I have no idea how our opponent just did what he did. I have an idea now, though. I see this is highlighted, so maybe there's a way to highlight them. They are. Oh, wow. This is disappointing. I felt like we were really far ahead, and then we didn't come close. I need to draw a negate that's not in my deck, or like a spell pierce. Fine, I'll play this thing and just lose.
Lucky shot.
All I wanted was lands. Where was our lands?
I'm known for my excellent. Keep up the pace.
We saw 14 more cards in them. Guess I'll scoop if this doesn't resolve. Feels like it's going to resolve, but he just drew a card, so maybe it won't. Probably didn't play that game well, but... Kinda really wanted to win Lava Coil. Probably a big mistake taking it out. We'll play first. Hey, we have lands. That's all a growing boy needs. I did discard a land to a charter course early in the game, but I knew we were going to see like 9 more cards, so I didn't think it'd come down to me wanting lands. I'm going to discard a land this game too, probably. Well, this isn't good. No, they have best card. We've hit 0 treasure maps and 0 searches in game 2 and 3. I think that's the big difference maker. If either person gets a 2-mana card manipulation spell in these matches and they go unanswered, they just kind of win. That's how we won game 1. We had to search for Azcanta. There's just nothing they could do. I mean, when I say nothing they can do, I mean that's making the assumption that people hit land drops and stuff. And we've drawn 4 lands. I think 4 lands. What is this, the 11th card? 12th card. So, we've hit 5 lands in a row? That's a lot. Six. We're on turn 4 and we've saw more than half the lands in our deck. More than. We saw 11 lands. I think we're going to end up 2-2 in this league and 5-5 in actual games played. That seems pretty good. So clearly we'll draw another, right? We did not draw another. Yet. They wasted a binding on that. That means they have another binding for Niv, right? Guess I'm not casting Niv. I don't know. I can cast Niv. Don't think I care. I don't want him just to untap, flip his treasure map, and cast his Niv and the game be over. So force him to have a binding or a Teferi, I guess. Which is pretty easy for them to have, I'm just saying. Just forcing them to have it. I'd be surprised if they didn't, since they actually played the binding.
I don't need this.
Apparently they don't have it.
This.
Well, they still could have binding. Huh. Guess I'm supposed to hit that.
Like you mean it.
If they counterspell my discovery, I get to draw a card. I guess they could expanse it, but then I get to draw a card? I don't know if I'm attacking yet, so I went ahead and targeted that. There's a good chance that I am. There's a good chance that I'm beacon boating my own Niv Mizzet here. It just amuses me. Excuse me. So he's thinking about using another expanse.
Go on. Hit me again. fight.
I've already played my land. Still just gonna jam this, right? Think I can attack now? I didn't really look at the cards they put in their graveyard, but I saw a Niv Mizzet and some other things. I basically saw a Niv Mizzet, I guess, and some lands. Okay. So I want to put a stop here. In combat. My turn. Yeah, Smiley Dragon Smiley. I guess I can put that on top. Don't need that anymore, then. So they have no colored mana. So we can just kill their stuff? How many do we have? Because this doesn't always read right. So we have 3. Just gonna finish it off with this. So we're looking for another Spell Pierce. Yeah, we can try Dive Down too, I guess. I'm surprised that it seems like we're winning this game. Felt pretty far behind when they threw the binding out. Maybe I would have just been too afraid to cast a binding there. Who knows? You had to play at least 3 spells that turn, though, if he did have anything, so... We'd have got to deal 3 damage. Hey, we got a pack. And we're still alive. Oh, yeah. 500 gold profit, baby, for the 3-1. Like how if you go 3-2, you get your entry and a half back. That sounds like a lot. I wish. So I downloaded this Ilme tracker thing to try to keep track of our results, but it keeps track of games, and I want matches and games. I also want one that'll record what I'm playing versus. I actually want one that'll record mulligans, what you're playing versus, who's on the play, who's on the draw, the whole 9 yards, but I'm not smart enough to write that spreadsheet, and I can't find one to steal. But I really want one. Might not be the best Magic player, but I love analyzing data, just generally. Even though my conclusions are probably asinine most of the time. It seems good enough. Wish we were on to play. Uh-oh. Well, this match is really hard for the Drake version. I assume it's equally hard for this version. We have enough lands that I think I can throw this one away. Nah. Okay then. Their hand seems relatively weak. And before they land Exclusion Mage, and they just shove that weak right up my face. That's kind of an odd one. That might have been too greedy of me. I'm never blocking next turn, so I guess I can attack. I don't think he'll double block. If he does, he's not going to like what happens this turn. Ooh, not another one. That's not where I want it to be. Because of dive down, I don't think it's worth it to try to get blowout this turn with a lava coil. I guess better just to cast these things and double block and try to save one if a dive down. If that doesn't work out, play Enigma Drake. Seems better to me, but I could be wrong. If they have double dive down, I'll be sad. Or like if they have a dive down plus one counter spell, that would suck. It's going to give me priority right back, right? It's acting like it's not going to give me priority. It better give me priority back or I'm going to rage. You're supposed to get priority after you call blocks. Okay, it gave me priority back. We good. We good. They could have a Merfolk Trickster too, which would suck, but... JK. They just have... You have nothing, opponent. Maybe it's just, Essence Scatter? I want to draw 2 cards. Their decks typically have sleep in them, so I guess I'll play the island. I kind of want both of those, so how do I put one? Okay, so that's the ordering I want them in. We have 2 lethal threats on the following turn. Yay, we got by a rough one. So what's good versus them? I think Niv Mizzets are okay. They're like really slow, but they can't be counterspelled. They turn a lot of his things off. We have no negates, so that kind of sucks. Maybe it's just like these two. I think Treasure Map's too slow. Cannonades good versus a few things, but like it's not good versus a lot of things as well. Maybe it's good versus enough things though. This might be good enough versus enough things. Let's shave on one of each of those, I think. So how's everybody doing today? You quiet people? We've been live almost an hour and a half. Arena leagues just take longer. If we win this, there's another match left too. Apparently, whatever we opened increased our vault progress because we're up to 65.2 now. This says. This is keepable, especially if they're mulliganing. Diamond Mare. Call red or blue? Blue. Smash Hulk. Went ahead and cast that, less because I care about him gaining life for the Diamond Mare, and more because we have Enigma Drakes and Crackling Drakes in our hand, and it was going to be 2 or 3 or 4 turns before I even had the mana to play it again, and I wouldn't want to take a turn off casting these big flyers. Like, these big flyers are really good in this match. I'm going to cast the less good big flyer here. Because since they're not playing any creatures, you can almost guarantee that they have a bunch of things like that. And there's a good chance they have a Wizard's Retort as well. Yep, it's fun. Oh, there was a high likelihood of that. I'm not a fan of that. Do they expect that to get in damage more than once? Or are they just so far behind that they have to gambit with it? Eh? Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe it's a good play, who knows? Doesn't feel like it, but... Guess they could have a bunch of sleeps or something in their hand. So they want to bounce the one that lets me draw a card? Pretty sure I just let that resolve. They didn't have a counterspell last turn, so I guess they drew one for their turn. It's fine. Short.
Value. So even if this last card's a counterspell or a trickster, we get to go crazy with the beacon bolt next turn. Sure. Technically should have opted first because I was going to opt before I attack regardless. It's just a better use of my mana. But the game was locked up at that point, so it was kind of just going through the motions. What do we get? Playcrafter. I actually think I need those. So that's kind of cool. 4 and 1. Will we get the 5 or will we be stuck at 4? He had some pretty bad draws. I imagine that match was very rough for us. I guess it's good enough to keep. I don't know. Seems pretty weak. No, this hand's definitely too weak for this match. Definitely too weak for this match. This is the third, like, kind of aggressive blue deck that we've got paired versus. I mean, we got paired versus Merfolk. I was calling that an aggressive blue deck, but it's not really, I guess. No Counterspell Arena. No Dive Down Arena. He's got a Dive Down. He highlighted a card. The arena tells. There's no reason for that to be in the game, by the way. It should not basically inform you that your opponent has a thing. See, he's highlighting this card again, so we know that he's getting ready to cast something. Like, I don't know why they coded that in. Like, it's okay for my cards to highlight for me or whatever, but why does it show it to them? That makes no sense to me. Alright, well, we need a... removal spell times like 7 stat. We need a Niv Mizzet stat. Correct. And we're dead. To win the game, we have to have a removal spell for the Mist Cloak Herald, right? so it's probably better to take damage. Or doesn't change the clock either way. We block here, the Mistcloak Herald still just wins next turn, so. I guess we'll leave that on top of our library. We didn't get there anyway, so doesn't matter. Curious Obsession. Smash. I think we want this. I think we want these. Well, I don't think I want that. I think I want this. I don't know what the last card I took out last time was. I think I shaved one dive down. Maybe that card's good enough? I have no idea. This hand's certainly a keep. Is this a tail? No, Spell Persorino. A boo-hoo. Ooh. No Essence Scatterino? Wah 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 wah. Alright, no Tempest Gen. But we got 1 out of 3. More no Tempest Gen? Land. It's just land us. I play you. Alright. No exclusionary mage. Nice. Well, we resolved 1 spell. But it was a doozy, friends. It was a doozy. We'll put in a Star of Extinction. Let's run that back. I don't think I want to change anything from the play to the draw, which is usually a mistake, but who knows? Well, this is certainly a keep in this match. Keeperino? It's often not good enough, though. I mean, they're on 5 cards, so it's going to be hard for them to have a dude, an obsession, plus a protection, plus 2 lands. But when they have 7 cards, it's relatively easy for them to do. And, makes like 2 mana removal spells not the best thing that you've ever had. Guess it's better to go ahead and opt. We'll keep that. Might have hit another Steam Vent, so I went ahead and main phased opt. I would rather just kill that than give them a chance to Curious Obsession it and then like hit another land and protect it or do something wild. They only have 1 mana. I feel no sense of urgency of even getting a clock down
We're gonna get one down the next couple of turns regardless, probably. If we keep the board cleared though, like if Mizzet or anything just wins, there's a good chance they just concede here. And they did. Alright, well we got the 5-1. That's nice. That's 10-1 on the day. Hey Ivan, what is up? I've been doing really good with the stock Phoenix deck. I got a 5-0 with it before this, and now we got a 4-1 with this build. I feel more comfortable with the, I personally just feel more comfortable with the other one, but maybe it's because I played it so much more. We got a sign, a Graveyard Marshal. Come on, good Mythic. Ah, not Motani. Let's see what our pack we want is then. At least we got a wild card. Come on, baby. That's 2 of these I've opened in a row. I don't want more of that. How many of that card do I have? Do I have 4 of them? Did I at least get... Oh god, I don't know how you spell connive. Apparently that's not how. Is that how? Yeah, I have no idea how you spell it. I'm illiterate. We'll find it this way. Oh, there's 2 ends. Okay. Okay, we do have at least 4 plus of them. Alright, well anyway, for anybody who cares, the deck that we just played on stream was the Jessup Brothers No Phoenix list from SCG Invitational. It felt pretty decent. What time is it? It's 9:40, yeah. I think I'm gonna call it there then for today. There's a no, I guess there's no chance. There's a Lakers game at 10:30. I was gonna say there was a chance I'd come on late tonight, but not with the Lakers game. I don't think there's no chance of that. But yeah, it was a pretty decent deck. There's a link to it in chat. There'll be links to it in the description. I'm just not comfortable with 21 lands in this deck. I'm pretty comfortable with everything else. I think the Raptor Hatchlings are a really sweet addition too. But 4 of them might be wilding. I'm not sure. But yeah, that felt pretty cool. Had to use the rest of my wild cards basically to craft it. We're down to 1 mythic again. When I come back later, I'll probably just play our old Phoenix list again. There's still really nothing I want to change except for I might want to remove a Fiery Cannonade for a second Murmuring Mystic. I'm actually just going to go ahead and do that. Other than that, I'm still really comfortable with this list, at least for a metagame, like an arena metagame. But anyway, thank you guys for stopping by, and I guess I'll pop it back up as I say goodbye. That's just not the right deck at all. I'm not bright. But take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.